guys, what's going on? Happy holidays here from FTD, and Merry Christmas for all you guys that do celebrate it. Guys, I'm Dave Wapple, and you know, today for our holiday video, we are gonna do something just a little bit different. You know, I'm not gonna lie, I feel like I say that in every single video, but for this one, we actually are doing something different because you know, Christmas time is that time of the year when you watch a movie, they always say, oh my god, miracles happen on Christmas. But then the real world happens and there really are no miracles. Or are there?
There's your Christmas up there.
It's a miracle. That's my last flare. Somebody better come soon.
So here on FTD, what we wanted to do was we actually dove into history and decided to look at real miracles that happened during the holidays. And these are miracles that have affected a single person or they've infected the entire human race. For example, did you know that Isaac Newton was born on Christmas Day? So we're gonna get right into that, but before I do, I wanna know from all you guys out there, what is your favorite holiday tradition? Is it spending time with family? Is it going out doing shopping for any sort of holiday? What do you like to do? Let me know down there in the comments below. Cool? So yeah, Isaac Newton, he was born on December 25th, 1642, and you cannot deny that Isaac Newton, the man who identified gravity, was one of the most influential human beings that changed our world to make it the way it is today. Not only did he discover gravity and its forces, but he was also a pioneering mathematician. He also did a lot of research in optics. And let's not forget the rest of his work in science and philosophy. Moving right along, let's get into war. As a matter of fact, let's talk about the Civil War. So President Andrew Johnson actually pardoned all the Confederate soldiers in 1868 on Christmas. Now we all know the American Civil War was a very bloody war, one that almost tore America right in half. After the war, there was a lot of debate about wartime reparations, rebuilding the South, and what should be done with the Confederate soldiers. Now when Abraham Lincoln was assassinated, President Andrew Johnson decided that he should pardon Confederate troops who applied for amnesty. But near the end of his term, on December 25th, 1864, he pardoned every single Confederate soldier. And because of that, it helped shape America to a much brighter future. Now, considering we're talking about war, let's talk about one of the most well-known miracles that happened during World War I. Now, there's a series of widespread and unofficial ceasefires that took place during the Western Front of World War I. In fact, on December 17th, 1914, Pope Benedict XV suggested a temporary ceasefire for the war during the holidays. Now the thing is, most of the countries refused to take part in this ceasefire, but on Christmas, the soldiers in the trenches declared their own unofficial truce. Now there were a lot of stories of German troops going over to the Allied trenches saying things like Merry Christmas while being unarmed, and there's even a documented case where soldiers from both sides played a soccer match. Unfortunately, during the following years in wars like World War II, the ceasefire never returned. But for that one brief moment in time, it really did show that men were above their countries and their ideas and really believed in the true meaning of Christmas. Another really cool fact, on December 25th of 1968, Apollo 8 finally reached the moon. Now this was the first piloted spacecraft of any kind to break free of Earth's orbit. And not only that, they managed to make it to the moon and orbit around it. And during that evening, the astronauts aboard the ship had a special live evening broadcast, which they had images of Earth from space and even read from the Book of Genesis.
Report, Mr. Solo. Captain, there appears to be some sort of spirit from an Earth holiday past. Mr. Scott, fire photon torpedoes.
It's no use, Captain. He's showing visions of me future. God, I'm so fat.
I said fire!
And you know what? Considering I'm on the internet talking to you guys and you guys are on the internet watching me, let's talk about the internet. Because one of the biggest technological miracles was on December 25th of 1990. And that was the day the internet got its very first test run. This day marked the planet's very first web server to be up and running. And that website was info.cern.ch. And that stood for the European Organization for Nuclear Research. Now this server was created by Tim Berners-Lee. And the reason it was created was because they could have an open computer network in order for them to keep track of the research done at the Particle Physics Laboratory in Geneva, Switzerland. Anyways, guys, so that is some of the facts that you guys should probably know if you guys are all holly jolly with the holiday. Because you know what? It's Christmas time, and yeah, miracles can actually happen to you and to me. And you know, last but not least, before I go, let me tell you a little bit about Charles Dickens. One Christmas miracle is that he was born during a little ice age. Now, this was during the time of the 16th and 19th century. And we all know Charles Dickens for his Christmas stories.
Bob Cratchit, would you and your family care to join us for a little turkey dinner on this fine Christmas day?
But if it wasn't for the snow that he had for 8 consecutive years, he would have never probably written those books. So the next time you guys think of White Christmas or having a White Christmas, just think back to the cold and the snow from the Little Ice Age and thank the climate and the literature for a cozy Christmas tradition. So you know what? Thank you guys for being awesome to us all year round. From everybody here at FTD Facts, we just want to say Happy Holidays and Merry Christmas, and we'll see you guys in the new year.